What up, guys? I'm back with one last video tonight. I did say in the last one I was going to do one for tonight, but I thought, fuck it. So, yeah. I don't know what I'll be doing tomorrow, but yeah. I'm doing Resident Evil Afterlife, the fourth film in Anderson's movie series. And, as I said, it gets crappier every entry. This one loosely adapts elements from Resident Evil 5. And so, just not that great. Let's just get into this so I can get to bed. Then I'll eventually finish the other two and we'll be done with these stupid films. Because we've still got the Rogan Raccoon City movie to get through. But let's be a later date. Once I've done maybe all the current games. All preparation for Resident Evil 9. It released for all the month of October. So, we're trying a spooky season. Right. So we opened up in Tokyo, specifically Shibuya, when the infection broke out. As two umbrella soldiers, I think of the zombies, but mysteriously killed. I don't know why. Let's see what's going on. I reveal that this is all done by Alice, who's infiltrated and has got long hair and is wearing an action suit. Yeah. There's a weird little detail, maybe the same. And she ends up breaking into the headquarters, the Japanese one, and kicks ass. Basically she's on kill, but she's not the only one. She's one of the many clones that introduced in the last film. Yeah, this is where the clone part is gone. Wasted here, all of them being killed off in this at the start of the movie. In this bite. Well, eventually now Wesker escapes on his plane, but the real Alice is on there too, but he's prepared for that and takes away her powers. Takes away her powers. Also be a normal human again. When you don't time for that, as it ends up crashing into a mountain which I assume might be Mount Fuji if they're still in Japan. And he ends up nuking the entire base. I think taking all of Tokyo with him? I don't know. But all Alice clones are dead. Once it's kind of just lame. It's like Anderson can't come up with a good way to use, just like coming up with endings, but they can't think of a way to use them in the sequels. That's what I think. Great, got a spot on my side. Always getting spots. Sorry. Alright, Alice is Afterlife. Now 6 months passed. Alright, Alice, real Alice is the only one to distinguish her is she has short hair. So the only one with short hair. Even though everyone else had longer, all the other clothes had longer hair. Now just Alice's hair is now darker. Or dark brown and light brown. I don't know why they were taking maybe the job which actually dyed her hair a bit or I really don't know. But she did star in another video game adaptation. Another movie based on game. That was the Monster Hunter series. No plot to that. It's basically ripping off the crossover Metal Gear Solid the Monster Hunter had. I'm not kidding on that. Alice is heading off to Alaska. See how Claire and the others are doing. But she arrives though is an empty field of planes. She got anyone on the island. She even finds the helicopter the Claire was in abandoned. There's a the journal which I've got mentioned she had in the hospital, which isn't really that important. Also, the effects in this film are terrible. They also make, like, this is from 2010, no excuse there. The other movies on that time actually bear CG. MCU had bear CG at the time. And it's a multi-billion-dollar company, but so is Sony. So, when there was a deal, that's a shit. Even shittier today. There's no way they were acceptable for the time. Marvel's probably about filmed with bad CGI since 2008. Until recently, guys. It was around the 2020s that started happening. It's the 2020s that started happening with Marvel movies. Please, no one, please, no one, please, no one, please. I'll pause for a bit. Sorry about that pause. Tweedledee and Tweedledum are being asshole, pain in the asses again. We're all taught they're fucking arguing. What is it, just, shut the fuck up, you cunts. Or something like that. I don't know. But it's just get on my nerves sometimes. It really gets on my nerves. Jesus Christ. Anyway. Alice is doing a log for a video diary she's been doing for quite a bit. She ends up following whoever this mysterious person is. And up in the very field, ends up tapped by a woman, but still be Claire. There's sort of a red spider-like device on her chest. A few hours later, when Claire wakes up, she has no memory of anything, not even her name. Alice doesn't know what happened, but so she decides they have to go back to the US. Damn spots in the US. After that. They're the responsible survivors. Names are Luther Ness, famous basketball player, Sinclair, a businessman who's a total, or director who's a total asshole, his former assistant Kim Young, a soldier named Angel Ortiz, a young woman named Crystal. There's also another guy a little bit later named Wendell, who's a bit of a... We don't really get much about him. Anyway, they've been here for a while. They suspect Alice and Claire come from the paradise called the I forgot now. Damn it. Oh, see who's on the back of the deep on the Blu-ray. Arcadia. Damn you, brain, we'll just remember it now. Ugh. Arcadia. These eyes confused. James about to know that Arcadia is a ship. So he knows it come for the survivors. And again, a little bit. Lupo has taken us to a prison cell where she meets a man called Chris, played by Werewolf Miller. And it's pretty obvious who he is, but I'm not gonna say his name, so it's pretty revealed. He claims he worked for the military, and he had forced to release a lot of prisoners to help them combat the zombies. And he's one of the prisoners mistaken for a guard and threw him in the cell. Well, they don't believe that. I mean, he says they're gonna need his help, but Alice just walks off. This is one just the window was a bit of a creep. Listen to him. Alice is again having a shower. Before she can take her clothes though, she hears a weird sound. She does go in the window. Basically, is pissed at him. He sees like a peeping Tom. What's the brother? End up being attacked by infected. You have more flower-like tentacles in their mouths now. Yeah, this is where the Resident Evil 5 stuff comes from. Again, without any context to the story. Same problem the Silent Hill movie had. It used Pyramid Head, which was from Silent Hill 2. And it's only based on the night on and each Silent Hill is different, so different type of enemies. And so it's just weird, and it's loosely based on the first movie as well. It's gay, I mean. Yeah, you get my point. I think I'll talk more about it when I actually review those movies. Anyway. Once went out killing Wendell. Who cares? We didn't even get that much time with him. As it's a killing them. Yeah. So you end up having that at Chris's help. Working them out. And you'll see his full name basically is Keith Clare's brother, Chris Redfield. Yes. This is one of the best characters of the games, Chris Redfield. Played by Werewolf Miller. I'm not against Werewolf Miller, but I think he was miscast. Sure, might be a good actor, but think about it. He's supposed to be Chris Redfield, former Stars member. He doesn't even look like a young Chris Redfield. Look, I like Werewolf Miller. I like him as Leonard Snart in The Flash. It's an interesting take on Captain Cold. Yeah, their interpretation of Captain Cold is quite different to the comics. I'm not really familiar with his comic book version. They got quite. See what I mean? So, yeah, I don't think he was perfectly cast. Now, Chris was never in the military. He was a cop. Also, if Claire was worried about her brother, she would have mentioned him in the previous movie. That she hasn't seen her brother in quite a long time. I'm just saying, this is just fan service for the sake of fan service, not any convenience. It's just, it's just fan service without understanding why that fan service is great. It's the context of a story. So, yeah. Anyway. Anyway, Viola Claire has memory loss for now. So we're gonna get the hell out there. Let's find out. Chris, Alice, and Crystal. Oh, doing the pipe sketching. Claire and Luther defend the outside. While Angel, Kim, and Bennett are busy with the devices. Well, it's a big type of device. It'll take weeks. So Bennett just ends up killing Angel. Just like that. And Crystal ends up getting killed too by one of those creatures. That's a total of 3 dead. Bennett makes this escape in the plane. So it gets away to that, and it's to Arcadia. Both in years to get tracked by a different way out. This is the Mayfair Hall. Let's go away, leaving Claire and Alice and Kim, who also ends up being killed, sliced through by the infected guy who was obviously from Resident Evil 5 as a boss. Yeah. So yeah, leaving only a few survivors left. You all managed to make it out somehow. Except for Luther. And seemingly taken too. We were just Chris, Claire, and Alice. So we head out to Arcadia. As though Bennett's already been managed to land here safely. Let's get in. Claire ends up remembering everything. Arcadia, whole thing was a setup by Umbrella. Catch the survivors. Or Wesker's idea, that bastard. Alright, why is Wesker dressed like he's on the Matrix? Again, this is like Albert he wore in Resident Evil 5, but we don't really get a sense of Wesker here. Oh, it's just kind of not great. If you're a fan of Resident Evil games, you will definitely not like this film, but what it does to some of the characters. Like, Chris is supposed to be a police officer in the games, a member of STARS, like Jill, but he doesn't mention Jill at all. All stars that the Union was part of. Just saying, just baffling choices. And we discovered the rest of the survivors captured in twos. So, Alice and Chris and Claire. Alice goes and runs into Wesker. And she's not even surprised he's alive. Oh, Bennett's a little fucking himself. Pulling the gun on Alice. Basically working with Wesker or something. Or Wesker paid him to do it. Offer him your home, something. So, and Wesker reveals his plans for her. He ended up taking the T-virus himself. And powers, so it's too powerful for him to control. But by pursuing Alice, who bonded to the T-virus, he'd be stable in control. Because Alice refuses, lost a bell and suit. Because Alice has to basically his own dogs. Chris and Claire joining the fight after freeing Kmart. Only to the red people spelling in Wesker, which just does not feel earned at all. If you're not a fan of the games and you don't know this law, basically Wesker was a member of the STARS like Chris and Jill, but he was a double agent the whole time, working for Umbrella. He's responsible for the whole South and advisors of first game. It was in kill, but he survived, building called Veronica. When he returned, we confirmed, and that's where the Red Pills ended up facing off against him. We managed to escape, and returns him as an Evil 5, which is a suspect. So, Chris has one final shot on Wesker, and so far Wesker has not returned in the franchise since. Technically until Resident Evil 4 remake, but that's a remake, so it doesn't really count. So Wesker's basically dead. Seems Capcom permanently killed him off. Or has they? We still don't know that. As Wesker basically becomes the villains, they're slimy bastards. They can easily survive anything. Man, this battle just doesn't feel earned since Chris and Wesker has no history in this movie. Just one of the odd choices. So Chris, well, actually you managed to defeat Wesker for now. Well, Chris and Claire shooting bullets into his chest. Again, doesn't really feel earned. Again, it's fan service. You're supposed to know these characters when the games felt enjoyable. You kind of don't, because it's a double-edged sword. They want fans to come in and see the films, but also take care towards newcomers. Their changes. So basically, they're alien in both parts. No one wins. It's a crap film. I goes Kmart, sorry. Kmart comes in and deals with Bennett. They lock him in a room, and he ends up being killed off screen. Yeah, that's an odd choice. Normally, you see this type of scumbag get killed off a little bit earlier when in horror films. And they're socialists, and they come back to bite him in the ass and they get killed. So as that didn't happen with this character, they decided to have him playing Wesker. Yeah. Anyway, after Wesker escapes, but the Ant-Man sneak a arm that was supposed to destroy the whole place into Wesker's plane, causing that to blow up instead. Wesker presumed dead. And since Luther also survived. Somehow. Yeah, it's an open. But more troubles and rises, more playing. I got the shot. Ending the film. That shot. Next, and we get a post-credit scene being Jill Valentine under the control of Umbrella. Just like in Resident Evil 5, but not earned. We knew, we spent a lot of time with Jill in the games, as she was one of the playable protagonists, and she got a game focused on just her. The game attached to the character, and it was definitely a great romance, shocking reveal that she was under Wesker's control in RE5, and she was thought to be dead. Because we knew more about her, care about her. So this doesn't really feel earned, not built up or anything. Especially since she just disappeared without any explanation. Now she's only appears here just to attack animals from Resident Evil 5. The fuck is wrong with you, Anderson? And I bet you this is not going to be continued on to the start of the next movie. Because it's just kind of a common pattern with this guy. It sets up an ending. The ending sets up a sequel, but it's not used in the sequel at all. Or the sequel bit is not even used in the sequel at all. So there'll be a different story. Not that it never happened in the previous one. Yeah. I see, it's not great. It's just like Anderson just thought, who fucking cares? And so, there's just a lot of Easter eggs for fans, fan service and stuff. Yeah, they'll enjoy it. They'll get to watch the movie. Something like that. Like, he just doesn't care about the lore of the games and stuff. It's, you could really see that a lot of the game characters from the games getting pushed aside by original ones. Maybe except Claire, because she got more screen time here. Even got a badass scene earlier after taking care of that axe guy with Alice shooting, having a shotgun with coins in it. Not kidding. Which actually is pretty cool. I actually like to see them use that as a weapon, someone in the game someday. Oh. Right, yeah, that was Resident Evil Afterlife. Not that great, and this is the fourth film. We got two more. I'm torturing myself with this one. And next one will be the debut of Leon S. Kennedy and Ada 1. So we're getting content from RE's 4 and 2. But they're not really that important by the final film. Yeah, about time we'll talk about that infamous scene in the end. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed my content, please subscribe button. Want to see more, subscribe channel, look about the always literature. And I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow for the last 2 movies. We'll see, but tomorrow I plan to watch 12 episodes anime. Might dress up John to prepare for season 2 coming out in July. Then carry on number 8 the following day. We'll see if enough time for the last 2 movies later tomorrow. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all next time for another video. Shin Megami Films out.